morning. It is Halloween, October 31st. It is also my daughter-in-law's birthday, so happy birthday, Joni. I'll be giving her a text or a call later. She is working. Anyway, today, I had shot this video earlier and I gave it some thought. I'm still trying not to be so long-winded, so I'm going to get right to it. This year, more than ever, has been probably, as a coach, has been my busiest of my entire athletic and coaching career. I have been busy competing, and all of Team Ogre, both at home and out there on the interweb land, has been busy as well. And Monday night, I got a message from one of my original clients, and I really hate to use the word client because Lynn is an exceptionally good friend of mine. You know, I just absolutely adore her, and she and I have been through so much together personally, you know, being there for each other during, you know, some difficult situations. And she's had kind of a challenging year, and that's putting it lightly. But she contacted me and wanted to come back to the gym, which, you know, of course, that she never even has to ask. But it's one of those things that, you know, when I was talking to her and she's catching up with me, you know, like, what have I been doing? And I almost felt selfish. But what I wanted to share with you today is how overwhelmed I am with how lucky, you know, and how blessed I am. And I think it's one of those things that when you're really busy, when you're trying to build something, you know, we have the gym and I have a training business, and you know, I'm really trying to entrench myself with AbLift, and those guys are being very supportive, pardon me, and it's just one of those really cool things, you know, to be, you know, I'm 53 years old, and I realize that is not ancient by any standard, but there is a point where you start, you know, you're concerned about your viability, and I work very hard on maintaining a competitive aspect of my career, along with the coaching and the programming and everything else. And just, you know, this gave me a moment to pause, to go, you know, I'm really fortunate. I'm videoing this inside of my old Kia Sportage that has almost 252,000 miles on it. You know, and I still have a full-time job that is demanding, and you know, I'm lucky, you know, that I have people that I work for that support my endeavors. And I think it's one of those things that you occasionally just have to take a moment to be still and, you know, make sure that you understand how fortunate, you know, I don't know what other people go through in other countries, you know, but to be able to have the freedom to work where I work and pursue the things that I do, you know, and make money and get to travel, you know, they're not all exotic locations, you know, but the thing that I love about this is the interaction with people and the relationships. And, you know, it's always something, there's always something new, there's always something to learn, you know, and then it's always great to be around great people. And so, you know, what I'm asking you to do today is just take a moment, you know, take a look around and see the blessings. We have a tendency, especially with social media. I had a conversation with Melissa this morning. I won't go into the aspects. That'd be something for another time, which I think would be an interesting topic, and it may be something where maybe she and I can sit down together and have that conversation. And but what I wanted to challenge you with, before I lose my train of thought, is being gracious. And again, going back to what I was just saying about social media, we have a tendency, you know, to compare, and comparison is just one of those things that robs you of so much joy. You I know a lot of people that'll tell me, well, I'm not a Jennifer Milliken. Well, of course you're not, because Jennifer is Jennifer Milliken. And I understand how great she is. I train with her. She's in the gym almost every week, 4 times a week, and sometimes I see her out of that. I'm completely aware. What my goal is for the athletes that I get a chance to work with is not to make them as good as Jennifer Milliken. There's already a Jennifer Milliken. My job with Melissa as her coach is to help her be the absolute best version of herself. And so we were going through the aspects of doing that. And when you see videos of my gym or pictures, don't get me wrong, I'm very proud of what we've built. But there are gyms. I remember when Laura started the sweatshop, Laura and Shane, and how the beginnings of that. And look at the great gym, and then right across the way they've got the CrossFit place. And so it's really a cool thing to see. And I would love to have stuff like that, but I'm working in the confines of what I've got. We have been blessed enough to do an addition, and we're looking at doing another one, And so I don't want to compare, and I don't want people to compare to what we do. I hope that if you see what we have, and it's something that will inspire you to do whatever, if it's a couple of mats and a power rack and a bar and plates and a bench, and that's where you do your thing and you kick ass, I'm for it. I'm going to support that. I like it. If you want to go to a gym, or you want to go to a gym like mine, or wherever, the thing is that I don't want you to compare. I want you to feel blessed for what you have and what you do, and the talents and the abilities that you've been blessed with, and make the most of them. And I know that's a philosophical thing and all that sort of stuff, but I think it's something that's really true. We just tend to compare, and that to me is a seed of frustration and discouragement, and I never want that. If you come to my gym, I want you to be inspired to train, and if you do that, I want you to go back to wherever you currently train. We have people come visit and they stay for a week. Matt Curiali, he was here for almost 2 weeks. And, I want whatever it is that you find useful and inspiring and feeds, whatever it is that you're after. I hope that if you come visit, that you take that with you. I don't want it to only be at my place. I want it to be with you at all times. So that's kind of what this is all about today. And I'm thankful for people like Lynn, because she's a constant reminder of why I should be so gracious, and why I should be thankful. Because I get frustrated. It's like, well, we don't have this machine, we don't have more room, our gym isn't like West Side, but I'm not West Side. Louis Simmons has built that gym, and that's why there's a West Side, and I'm lucky enough that I get to visit there from time to time and visit with Louis, so be gracious and do your best to be the best version of yourself. That's what I'm hoping that this inspires. So I'm going to close with Happy Halloween. And again, everybody can make a difference. You plant an oak tree with a little acorn, a little seed, and they become big trees. And that means something small can have that big of an impact, especially over time. So I want you to go out there. I want you to be nice to each other. I want you to support one another. I want you to hold each other accountable. All those things can be done without some of the BS that we see in the world and in the news. Create enough positivity that somebody has to tell your story about how cool things are and how good things are. We spend way too much time focused on bad things, and those, we got to learn from those things, and there's a lot of bad things going on. So if you pray, and whatever it is that you do to be positive, continue doing that. and just love one another. Just say hello, shake a hand, hug somebody's neck, and if you love somebody, tell them. And let's have a positive impact in the world. All right, guys, have a happy Halloween. Be safe out there today. Bless you.